project was, does it pay off to pay for performance? We did an analysis of salary determination and success in 4 NFL teams.
We took a look at the New England Patriots, the Philadelphia Eagles, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Cleveland Browns, and we found that in the end it does pay for a team to pay for performance in the NFL.
Who is more likely to take a few liberties with the truth? We were trying to find which characteristics of students would make them more or less likely to cheat.
Specifically, we focused on the GPA difference between the student's self-reported GPA and their actual GPA. We found that this was the most significant variable in explaining the gap in the scores of the student's matrices tests, and that for every 1 GPA point increase in a student's self-report to the actual, they inflated their test scores by 4.5 questions correct.
We also looked at the perception of students' attitude towards cheating. On the average, we found out that students at Trinity do not cheat.
Our project looked at which comic books are good investments, using a hedonic price model to see what consumers care about, what will increase the price. And we found that the age of the comic book, whether it was published in the gold or silver era, and whether it has been made into a movie were the most significant factors that affected comic books.
We looked at how academic performance freshman year influences a student's likelihood of studying abroad, and specifically focused on the cumulative GPA freshman year.
We found that as freshman year GPA increases, so likelihood of study abroad also increases, and regardless of circumstance, female students are 20% more likely to study abroad than male students.
How should car manufacturers allocate their marketing efforts?
Based on our model, we have 4 separate categories of variables that make up a car, and we determined that they should focus on horsepower, gas emissions, weight of the car, and very importantly, the safety rating and the consumer report rating.
We tested to see if there was a correlation between where students sat in the classroom and how well they did on the test grade.
Some of our most interesting results actually pertained to not the row a student sat in, but actually if the student sat in a centered area of the classroom, their test grade was increased by almost 4 percentage points. And this is the seating arrangement that we depicted down here, with this being the front of the class and this being the back of the class.